Go straight Josh, say hopa. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to a new virtual space to share with community. This is Live with Community. We have some community champions who will be sharing some information about an ongoing or something that started on March 19th. And we have some amazing people here from various departments and different organizations to share more about the Community Health Assessment. So without further ado, I'm going to turn the mic over to them and they're going to take over the stage. Here you go.
Good morning. My name is Ramona Diller, Director of Community Health and Wellness.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Sabrina Scott, the Public Health Nurse for the Pueblo of Laguna.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Ryan Arkey. I'm from the village of Powati, or Guishchi. I am a program coordinator and project specialist at the Albuquerque Area Southwest Tribal Epidemiology Center. And I work on this project as kind of a technical assistance individual. And I'll let Ramona kind of describe what this project is and why we're here today.
Okay. Well, good morning again, everyone. And we're just very excited to be here to talk with you about what it is that we're doing in the community. Many of you probably have already heard about the Community Health Assessment that the Pueblo of Laguna undertook, as Mr. Leroy said, starting on March 19th. But the real issue is that we started the project about a year before that in terms of the planning and the funding for the project. Basically, the project is in line to get feedback from the community about the health needs, the concerns, the social determinants of health, and many, many issues. And many of you probably have heard the word CHA. It's like cha-cha-cha, but it's CHA, Community Health Assessment. And really, that whole process and tool is to gain information from individuals, from leadership, from anybody in the community 18 and over is who we're targeting. And of course, our illustrious team here is part of the CHA. But we also have several other community partners, of which is the Laguna Healthcare Corporation, the Laguna Rainbow Corporation, the Laguna Fire Rescue Department, Human Resources is part of us, as well as a few other community partners. The CHRs are part of this endeavor, as well as public health nursing. We all work together under what's called the CCP, Community Care Partnership, where we work on a myriad of issues related to the community. But this is by far one of our most exciting projects to do this job, and we're very excited to see how community is going to respond and the kind of information that we get back from you. So without further ado, I will turn it over to Ms. Sabrina.
Okay, thank you, Ramona. So our CHA overall is about 68 questions, and if you're an enrolled member at the Pueblo of Laguna, you are eligible to take the survey as long as you live in the state of New Mexico. And it's important to take the survey for me. I do have 2 little ones at home, so it's important because it looks at the overall health in our community. So looking at the future, it opens up doors to provide more services for here on our Pueblo, and access to care that, of course, I want for my little ones and myself, all my family members. So that's why I took the survey. Of course, we all have our various reasons on why we're taking the survey. And of course, there is a $30 incentive if you do take the survey and you do meet those eligibility requirements. You do get the $30 incentive. Go ahead, Ryan. You can.
Yeah, and the incentive is to the Superette, or the Dancing Eagle Supermarket. I would just acknowledge to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a little bit of time to complete the survey. Generally, we've had individuals take it in at least 20 to 30 minutes. There are some multiple choice questions and then open-ended questions. So if you would like to express yourself in a different way and just provide a little bit more input than what we're asking, we would definitely appreciate that. We do have individuals outside of this project who will be entering the data for us and just making sure everything input is correct. And like we said, we are very, very, not secretive, but just we we want the data to be anonymous. We want it to be utilized in a way that will benefit the community and not stigmatize or harm. I think being with Aztec and working with them, that's something that we are very keen on, and making sure that we are respectful to the community. And all of the data that will be collected will be passed to tribal council before it ever gets to anybody else, even to the community. We want to make sure that we inform leadership before we inform anybody else, because they ultimately have the last say of what will happen to the data, where it will be published, who will have access to it, and just different things like that. So we just want to make that known if anybody has questions. And of course, we are open to questions as well. If you want to call the epicenter that I work at, or you want to email me at RARKIE@aihb.org, just if you have any additional questions like that. But we do have surveys available. I don't know if you've been able to see the poster that we have and a QR code. You are able to access it that way. And then we do have paper surveys at the clinic. Those surveys are just a stack of paper essentially, and you can insert it into a box, a metal box, in which people who are working on this project will have access to it, and we'll do the data entry from there. But like I said, everything is anonymous. You don't have to fill out information or answer questions if you don't want to. That's totally up to you. But I'll hand it back over to Sabrina just to give it a little bit of insight as to how the community has been involved thus far.
Just to add on that, we do also have paper surveys at the Community Health and Wellness Department. And also, if you are unable to get to either building, if you would call our CHR office, and they will go ahead and deliver a survey for you if need be. We are also accepting surveys at the Community Health and Wellness Department, and we'll issue your certificate there if you do bring it in, and of course meet those eligibility requirements. So again, our community has really been involved in taking our survey. So far we've had quite great responses so far. The time, like Ryan did say, it does take around 20 to 30 minutes depending on how fast each individual goes through the survey. Our leadership is on board with our survey. We've had numerous individuals come in and take the survey, so we've had a pretty big response from the community. So far, we are able to gain about 405 surveys. But in recognition of Men's Health Month, we do like to encourage men to come in and take the survey. So far, with the data we collected, we are showing about 31% of individuals that took the survey are males. Of course, we want everybody who is eligible to take the survey, but come on, men. Ramona, do you have anything to add?
Yes, thank you, Sabrina, and thank you, Ryan, for giving that feedback. And just to encourage you, again, this survey is about you, your opinions and your ideas. I know sometimes it's kind of daunting to take a survey. We don't want to do it, but really we're very excited that our tribal leadership would allow us to do a survey of this magnitude to really get your written input and feedback. This is just another mechanism to make sure that your thoughts, your wishes, your ideas centering around health and wellness and those kinds of ideas in the community are documented and put together. We're really excited that right now, like Sabrina said, we have 405 completed. Our goal is 500 and beyond, but we really do want to make sure that you have an opportunity to complete a survey. As Sabrina said, if you have difficulty getting to us, we'll get to you. We can email it to you with the QR code, or if you live close enough to us, we can just take you a paper survey. So don't let transportation or anything like that be a barrier. We can find you. We also are at the Colony in Albuquerque, so I just wanted to throw that out. one of our team members lives in Albuquerque, so she has gone to one of the colony meetings for Laguna in Albuquerque and also given out the survey there and information. So if you live in Albuquerque at the colony, please feel free to reach out and we'll make sure you get that as well. Thank you.
Ryan, do you have anything to add?
I don't think that I do. But I will say that every individual who I've helped take this survey or connected with has expressed to me that they're really excited about this survey, that they haven't seen one done in a community like this in a long time. And yeah, it's kind of nice to see that some people are actually motivated about it. And a lot of the elders really were the ones that to approach me or call me at my office. And it's just encouraging to know that this work means a lot to some people, and that we're not just going to hoard this data or just kind of collect it and put it to the side. Like, we actually want to do something with it. With the CDC, they want us to create a sustainability plan and actually show that we're going to do something with this data. And I think that's something that you don't normally see in other grants or other awards. And so we are looking to take action within the community. And so just help us do that. Help give us your response so we can help the community. And yeah, we just look forward to reaching out and talking to people. Like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I can answer any specific questions that you have via phone or email. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else, but I want to thank my colleagues for being here today and just engaging in this conversation with us.
All right, so I want to give them a big round of applause. They were a little nervous in regard to who's going to be talking to it or sharing this information. All right, calm down. Sharing this information, but they did a really wonderful job. I have some questions. I was able to take the survey, so I'm very happy. It took me about maybe 15, 20 minutes to take the survey. So thank you very much for making it easy. One of my questions is, what are some FAQs? So frequently asked questions that you've received on your end as individuals about the survey so far.
I can start off. So I got a few phone calls at the office, and a lot of the questions was like, where can I get a paper survey? And like we said before, it can be at the clinic, the behavioral wellness office. And then where do you return it? That was also another question that I've gotten recently. And the clinic, we do have a box located there, one in the front office, and then I believe it's at the behavioral wellness center as well. So there's like a little tin, it's like a voting box is what I could describe it as, and you can just insert your survey in there. That way we don't know who submitted it. Anonymity is something that we value, and so you don't have to put your name on there unless you want an incentive, and it's usually the back piece of paper where you can just rip off, so it's not connected to your survey. That was something that we got. And then I think a couple other questions that we received were, are there any other events that we're going to be administering the survey at? And yes, I don't know off the top of my head, so I'll let individuals who have been actually doing the community outreach answer that question.
We do have a back to school health event coming up on June 21st at Laguna Community High School. For our kiddos, that will have a canopy up for any individuals that want to take the community health survey. Also, we're targeting our feast days, so look for us there.
And also, just to tag on to what Serena said, we are open to going to the villages for their meetings, or we actually said pre-meeting that we're willing to set up before the village meeting so that we don't interrupt the important discussions that go on in village meetings, and we can be there to set up and to administer the survey as well. So just that invitation, if you'd like us to come, we're more than happy to do that.
Good. All right. And again, this is our first live with community, so we're very happy we're able to have these amazing people share what they've been doing in community. And again, just making sure, as a nonprofit organization, data is very important. So there's a lot of times to share knowledge and share information, but at the same time, as you heard, that they're going to take a lot of security precautions and be mindful of how the data is being used. So again, just ask questions if you don't know. So that's the main thing. So once again, we appreciate our guests today, and this will be live on, obviously, if you have Facebook, but also too on our YouTube channel as well. So if you missed this, you caught the tail end, you can revisit it on our YouTube channel. And another one interview we're going to have is next week on Thursday with some other team members from the Community Health Assessment to share more about the survey, about any questions that may have popped up, but also too just to reiterate some of the dates that they will be available in community to provide that survey. So again, we appreciate each and every one of our guests, and thank you very much for holding it down and all your amazing work that you do for our community. And we'll check in with you again soon. Thank you.